Sanjitzu here, and welcome to another vlog. Beautiful Thursday morning in Northern Virginia, just headed into work. Actually got a second camera mounted on the bar, and just wanted to use that for some, I guess you would call it B footage, maybe, not really, but you know, just a secondary camera, just for a different perspective. So hopefully that turns out okay. Still kind of working out the kinks on that, and yeah, so man, they're constantly digging up this road. It's definitely going to be hot today. I can feel it already. I think it was already up to high 70s, so I think it's going to be in the 80s, high 80s today. Yesterday was, you know, definitely high 90s, so I didn't ride yesterday. Guess we'll take the highway. So I recently cleaned out the all the liners and the pads in my helmet, and of course in order to do that you kind of have to take apart the insides, and which meant that I had to pull my mic and everything out, and I had to, you know, set up my camera again. So hopefully the mic is working. Luckily it's just the mic. I don't have a Senna unit or anything that I need to wire in. I'm thinking about getting one, but I don't have one as yet. I use little, helmet speakers, I guess, helmet headphones, just cheapos off of Amazon. I got a small little Bluetooth unit on the outside, probably right here. I don't know if you can see. That is what I use to just listen to my music or nav. But eventually I'm just gonna get a Senna because it's cool. First of all, I like gadgets, I like gear, but it's just a cleaner setup. Do that eventually. I don't really ride with anybody else, so you know, usually obviously a Senna, you know, or any kind of helmet to helmet kind of communication, obviously that it's best used when with other riders. I don't really ride with anybody else just yet, or as of now. I think I might have gone on maybe 2 or 3 group rides, and they're not even really groups. They were literally just me and one other person. So I got a lot of stuff in my backpack today. If it looks kind of weird, as I'm turning around to do my shoulder check, I've got a lot of stuff in my backpack. I got my work laptop, I got my lunch in there, and it's just the backpack isn't that big. It's a what do they call those? No drag, OGO no drag 3. So it's not a very big one. I should have probably got the 5, but it's the 3. And my laptop is also really big. My laptop's a 17-inch laptop, and it's pretty old, from 2013, I think. And I mean, it's a work laptop, so I don't get to decide, you know, when or how that gets changed or whatever. But yeah, it's like hella heavy and large, so definitely making carrying it a real pain in the ass. And then on the back of my bike, I also have like a cowl. So on the Monsters, on the Ducati Monsters, they have they're set up initially to be like a one person bike. You can carry a pillion, but there's a cowl over the pillion section of the seat, a plastic cowl, and you can remove that, you know, and use that, you know, that seat portion for a pillion, and that's fine. Most people don't, or if they're like touring, they'll take it off and, you know, put bags there. I still have my cowl on there, and the bottom of my bag actually rubs against the cowl, so it's got, like, you know, causing some scratching. So like I'm cringing right now thinking about how my bottom of the bag is like scratching my cowl. So I was thinking either remove that cowl, or, you know, maybe put some, you know, painter's tape on there or something. I know it looks kind of ugly, but, you know, it's whatever. I'd rather just protect it. You know how if you're a car guy or gal, you'll know, you know, when you're going to like a car show, whether the car is, you know, if you're driving the car or if you're trailering the car, you know, you'll put the blue painter's tape on the front, just so like any road debris, if it hits, you know, you don't get nicked or anything like that. So same thing, I was just gonna do that, put that on the cowl. Or I guess I could just like remove the cowl, but the problem with that is that it just doesn't look as good without the cowl. I don't think the Monsters look good with like a two-person, or what looks like a two-person seat. They all have two people seats, but they just don't look as good, because this kind of takes away from the aesthetic. So, and of course, traffic on 95, go figure. That's always the case. And I'm looking at my little Waze here, and you can probably see it also. It's just lit up with cops and traffic and vehicles stopped on shoulders. So that's just an everyday occurrence on 95. If you are from this area, if you're from Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, the metro area, you'll know, you know, specifically about this problem. So hopefully you guys can still hear me with this wind noise. A lot of wind noise today. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Like I'm about to hit 3,600 miles on this bike. So this is like my, I guess technically this is gonna be the first motovlog that I'll upload to YouTube. I've been riding for a few seasons now. This is probably, I think this is my third or fourth season riding, and I was vlogging before, but I never uploaded or anything like that. It was just kind of for myself, just to kind of see how I felt about it. And I feel like I want to just at least upload a few, just to kind of see what people think. So this is probably going to be the first vlog that I'm going to upload. So, you know, just give you a little bit of a background on myself. I live here in the DC metro area and have since I was young, since I was 10 years old when I came to this country. I was actually born in England, and I came here when I was 10 years old, so back in the early 90s. So that kind of gives you an idea of how old I am. I just had my 39th birthday last month. So yeah, I'm a little bit older in terms of like perspective, you know, when it comes to the perspective of motovlogging. But I figured sometimes that's a little bit of a change. It might be a good change for people to see a slightly older motovlogger. You know, it's not taking anything away from other motovloggers. The young guys, it's great what they're doing. I watch them all. You know, the guys who are, you know, just starting out, and guys who are like in their, you know, mid-20s and who have a really well-established channel. That's cool. I still watch them all. Excuse me. I can still relate to a lot of them, but you know, I'm in the age group that I am, and I figured that maybe for some of the older motovlog viewers, it might be nice to see, you know, just a guy from a different age group, you know, in addition to all the cool young guys that are doing it. So anyway, from Northern Virginia, and work in Northern Virginia, live in Northern Virginia. My family's here, so what else? I mean, that's it really right now. If you have any questions, you know, definitely leave them in the comments, and I'll answer any questions you may have. Yeah, this is just kind of like a first true run of motovlogging, and just kind of using the opportunity of riding into work to see how it feels and what you guys think about it. And don't worry, this is not going to be like one of those channels. I don't do drama. I don't troll anybody. You know, I just ride, and you know, whatever I feel like talking about, that's what we'll talk about. You know, those are the discussions that we'll have. You know, if you guys want to discuss something, I'm down with that also. But recently, I've come across a lot of channels on YouTube that are involved like trolling people, and I'm just, you know, I mean, I'm just not down with that. I mean, listen, if I'm riding and then somebody does something super, whoa, like that right there, I just almost got merged into. Yeah, if that happens, then I'll definitely troll that person, and if, you know, I'll definitely troll that person, but I'm not gonna just go around trolling like just people just for shits and giggles, or hot girls, whatever it was. Like, you know, I think there's somebody out there that does all that stuff. I'm not gonna do all that. So yeah, that lady just like merged right into me, or almost merged right into me. She didn't merge right into me. If she did merge into me, I'd be, you know, dead. But let her get by. Fucking A, dude. Doing her fucking makeup. She just tilted her mirror. There's no way you're gonna be able to see that, but just tilted her mirror and to do her eye makeup. Well, that's good. Like, I guess the first bit of drama here on the new channel, and my first motovlog. You get to hear me cuss, flick somebody off, even when I said I wasn't talking about, I don't do drama, I don't do trolling, and you know, see a lady who's putting on her makeup in traffic almost merge into me. You know, that's great. And of course, like I was like looking at her like, she's really doing that. And like, motorcycle horns, that's nothing, like. So anyway, that's funny. Anyway, guys, I am getting pretty close to work here. Yes, that is the Masonic Temple here in Alexandria, Virginia, and so it kind of gives you an idea of where I work. I work like downtown, or down-ish town, Alexandria. So anyway. Alright, guys, like I said, I'm almost at work. I guess I will leave it off here. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of new to this, so I'm kind of open to suggestions, comments. Hopefully they're not too negative. I'm okay with constructive criticism, but just, yeah, let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one.